Back at it again with another video. The video is gonna be a deep talk with Chabela. This is just something I want to get off my chest. Something that I've been meaning to tell people. I like to share the word of God with people a lot. So this is gonna be like a little um conversation about my faith. So recently I've been battling with, oh my god, my phone is literally not charging. But anyways, I've been battling with a lot in life, struggling financially, spiritually. You know, people who are Christians know that the flesh is very, very crazy, especially because your flesh sometimes wants something that you know it's not right. Okay, whether it be sex, money, power, control, lusting over someone or something, those are all things of the devil. Money leads to problems, okay? Like, I don't care what anyone says, money cannot buy happiness. In my opinion, I can have $50,000 in my bank right now, for example, and that's not gonna buy me happiness. Happiness comes from God. Happiness comes from yourself, with how you control yourself, how you handle your ground, how you stand on business, right? Okay, happiness can come from your family. Happiness can come from things that you enjoy doing in your life, period. Whether it's a hobby, whether it's whatever it is, right, that you enjoy, that you take pride in. Okay, recently I've taken a lot of pride and joy in tattooing. I've taken a lot of pride and joy in doing people's makeup. I've taken a lot of pride and joy in a lot of things, okay? That doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop grinding or stop because, oh, poor me, I was in a horrible situation, poor me. A lot of people want to cry, poor me, and I was a poor me girl for too long. I sat there in jail, poor me, whatever. At the end of the day, sitting in that mindset is not going to get you anywhere. Sitting in a mindset where you're like, okay, I'm not bettering myself, I'm not helping myself, I'm not going to get a job, I'm not doing this, and this. Okay, when you know you're not doing anything to progress, to better yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. Sitting in grief, sitting in stress, sitting in depression is only going to prolong the process of healing. You're blocking your own blessings by sitting in a position where you're constantly complaining, constantly sad, constantly miserable because you don't get off your ass. I'm sorry, but you don't get off your butt and you don't do anything about it. When you're not helping yourself, you're hurting yourself, okay? And that's just something that I've been learning throughout the years, learning that if I'm not bettering myself, if I'm not sitting here trying to motivate myself, trying somehow to be a better version of me, I'm gonna literally fail. I'm literally gonna continue to stay in the position that I'm at, and nothing's ever gonna get better. Why? Because I don't want it to. Why? Because I'm steady complaining. Because I'm not striving to be a better version of me. And that's where people get things wrong. Because at the end of the day, if you don't help yourself, no one's gonna help you. God is the only one that can help you when you don't help yourself. God is the only one that can protect you when you don't even want to look out for yourself. Okay? Without God, we are nothing. And for people that don't believe, you can go ahead and get off my page because I'm a believer, I'm a firm believer. This cross it means something to me because God died on a cross for me. Okay? So at the end of the day, I don't like to argue about people who don't have faith. I could care less if you believe or don't believe, but at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer and I walk around everywhere preaching the word of God, telling people about God because at the end of the day, this world is so broken and we need people to remind us that it's going to be okay. We need people to remind us in life that when you fall, you got to get back up. When something goes wrong, you have to resort to who you trust and believe in. And I trust and believe in God. And without God, I would be nothing right now. Okay? So, what I'm trying to say on this little discussion or conversation is that if you're going through something, a battle right now, remember that at the end of the tunnel, there's going to be a light. In your darkest moments, you have to remember that there's a light so you can get out of the darkness. Because if you're just trapped in a dark room and you're like, I'm never going to progress, nothing's ever going to get better, it's never ever going to be the same. as it used to be. My life was so better 5 years ago. Okay, but where do you want your life to be in the next 5 years? I have 3 questions for you. I want you to comment down below and let me know your answers because I'm very curious. My questions for y'all is this. Number one, where do you see yourself in the next year? Okay? Where do you see yourself in the next year? Question number two, who do you want to be? Whether you're a woman or a man, what do you want to represent for yourself? Okay? What do you, and then question number three, what do you want people to say when, or think when they see you coming? When they see you walk in a business, walk in a store, walk by them, drive by their house. What do they want? What do you want them to say about you or think when they're like, oh, there goes that one girl, there goes that one little boy, whatever, that man, that person. Me, I'm going to answer those questions and then I'm going to get off this and let y'all watch the video or whatever. For me, to answer the first question, in the next year, I see myself starting a business. I see myself going to school for business. I see myself progressing in life and achieving my goals that I have in mind. Okay? What do I want to represent within myself? I want to represent that I'm a woman of God, that I stand on my word, okay? That I'm responsible, that I'm respectful, that I'm loyal to the people I love, and I will never let anyone down, okay? The third question was, what do I want people to think or say when they see me coming? I want people to be like, oh, look, that's Chavela. She was down bad before, but she's up now. She's good now. She's getting it now. You know, I want people to look at me and think, you know, she's not what those charges claim to be. She's a great person. She's a loyal person. She's someone I can trust. Okay? So just think about those questions and think about life. Don't sit in the problems that you're in. Do something about it. Change your mentality. Okay? And things will get better. When you start praising God, when you start getting in the word of God and saying, you know what, God, you can have a conversation with God just like you're having a conversation right now with me. Or with your family. You know, you can say, you know what? I'm broken. I'm lost. I'm depressed. I need this. I need this. By the end of the month, I need you to help me get a job. Help me with this. Help me fix my life. My marriage is broken, etc. Example, my family, my baby needs diapers, for example. I don't know what you got going on in life. I'm not in your predicament. I will never be in your shoes and you will never be in mine. But I love relating to people because I want to be a relatable person. And I know that it's hard. Life is hard. God didn't promise it to be easy. And he gave us free will to choose what we want to do in our lives. So choose the right path, okay? Choose a better life. Stay blessed. I want to share with y'all Isaiah 59:11. Another verse that I love is Ecclesiastes 3. Read the whole chapter. I love all the Proverbs, all the Psalms. Yeah, so just read on the Bible. Sit down and meditate with yourself and ask yourself questions that are important. And live life to the fullest because you are not promised tomorrow. Bye.